This is your monthly Oracle, Tarot and Crystal reading for March 2024. Hi, I'm Ethan and this is an empowering reading for spiritual guidance and personal growth. Stick around because I will be doing a pick a card reading as well, so get comfortable, grab yourself a tea or coffee and let's pull some cards. This is a general reading, take what resonates with you, and first I'm starting the reading with the Gorgon's Tarot today, and this is a very striking and underrated deck in my opinion, and it's easy to read with. The cards are very big though, and for this part of the reading I'll only be working with the major arcana, and this will help me tap into a major theme of the month and discover where your power lies. And your card of the month is Justice. Okay, so in this deck, the card of Justice is more about karma. And if we look here, you can see the sun and the snake show awareness of the powers of cause and effect in our life. So some of you will be seeing karmic patterns already and things that just keep repeating in your life, and you now have the opportunity for yourself to clear these karmic patterns and cycles. So this could be, even for some of you, a return of good karma, but previous actions coming back to you. So if you've been working hard on things, I think this can be a very good sign for you. It can be positive, but if that's not the case, if you're feeling like you're a bit stuck, or you keep feeling like you're not getting anywhere, you keep having the same scenarios coming up, then this is a message for you that you need to take your power back, notice the patterns, see how they relate to actions, decisions and choices, even thoughts that you have regularly around your life, recurring scenarios and lessons, and then try and learn from them and choose a different route. So to overcome this, you will do it through right action, and then through you being aware of these things, choosing a different and more higher path for yourself, you can literally break a karmic cycle at this time. So it's very powerful for you this month to try and take control of those things. And like I said, for some of you, you actually will be seeing things coming back to you through hard work you've done from the heart and things you've done authentically to help others in your life, perhaps work you've put into your business, into something you're working on will start to show some returns to you. But yeah, ultimately this is a month of releasing karmic cycles, so make sure you're not repeating things that you know are toxic, that are harmful, that are in any way not making you feel good. And I just want to remind you that I do not do any personal readings, so if you ever receive a DM on social media or anywhere else, even in comments, from someone with my name, it is not me. I do not do personal readings. I won't message you about such things, so just be very careful online. And let's see what else is going on for you this month. So I've got 3 cards for you from the Citadel Oracle. And the first card is the Brawler. And I see this deck, I do use it my own way. I don't always go with the keywords that have been associated with them, because I feel the deck is about symbols and signs and what they mean to me. So just want you to just be aware of that. So I see this card is more about your past battles, as we've talked about already, with karma, with situations, repeating cycles and patterns in our life. There's possibly been some conflict lately with family members, friends, partners, yourself. You might find yourself being a bit frustrated with people. Could be in the work environment, people above you, clients, people that are just, seems like a constant battle to deal with. Conflicts, disagreements and things like that may have been going on for a while that are frustrating. And what this can do is, I feel you might be one of these people that sometimes just, because these things happen, you almost expect it from them. So expecting the worst from people, it can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it isn't helping you to expect any type of conflict or expect people to not like what you're saying or doing. I know online sometimes I kind of brace myself every time I put something online someone takes it the wrong way or starts spewing their personal or religious views at you. So you can seem a bit defensive with these things because you do experience them. But I feel the key is that we're now trying to break this. So if that is something that's going on for you, then what I want you to do is try and change your expectations. Don't expect this type of behavior from people wherever they are in your life, and release all assumptions about other people, what they think or what they might say, and then it releases some of the charge around it, which if there's a lot of energy around it, it can reflect back at you and you'll literally see the same thing over and over. So you don't need to fight anymore. Don't be on such a defensive mode or ready for people to criticize you or to not agree with you on things, because it's time to change the narrative. The next card is the Runaway. And you see, I see this as such a positive card, and my interpretation of an open cage is freedom. So when I see an open cage like this and the bird is no longer in the cage, I think that's a good place to be, right? We don't want to be in a cage. We don't want to be trapped or in a confined space. So this shows you that you can free yourself from any difficult or challenging situations in your life. And you can move out of past patterns that keep repeating, karmic cycles. And a big message for you, if you in any way feel trapped in your life, it's not true. It's an illusion, and you are not trapped. And it's only your mind that's going to keep you trapped. So you need to change your thinking around that and realize that, there are helpful people. There are opportunities that you might be missing. There's some things you haven't tried yet. And you probably haven't asked the right questions to people around you. I think sometimes we just don't reach out when we need help. So you have the freedom now to be yourself and to release the old patterns and the old identities that you maybe had in the past and move forward. Okay, so the next card we have from the Citadel is the Pilgrim. So this is already telling us a story. We've already had cards to do with releasing the expectation of things to be difficult or for people to be criticizing or not approving or not being on our side. We're freeing ourselves from the past and old patterns. And now that you have that, we now move into the Pilgrim energy. And this is where you're going, or the potential, if you do this. So this is your highest potential at this time. And it's the light of wisdom from experience. So we learn from the past, we learn the lessons, whether it's someone else's behavior or ours, it doesn't matter. We just learn from it, so we're better prepared for the future. So look very carefully at what's going on and try to understand these things and adjust your actions and figure out where you want to go. See, it's very much a journey, and the way forward becomes clearer once you have these understandings. So stop thinking in a limiting way about yourself or your life. Stop expecting or feeling that you are trapped, because it is not true, and move past these limiting beliefs, and you'll get the light of truth, and you're going to be able to move into a different era. And if you've enjoyed this reading so far, then please give it a thumbs up, and that will help others find this video so they can benefit too. Thank you. And this month, your guidance about money and career is coming from the Indigo Goddess Oracle. And we have potential. And again, more kind of alignment with the previous cards that we've got for you this month. So I feel that this is again about lots of potential available to you and in your environment and through people, through connections, and through ideas that you can access. So I want you to keep persisting with things. So it's not about getting instant results. It's not about seeing things happen straight away for us. We need to move into the direction of being proactive. So maybe try things out, things you haven't tried or things that you've dismissed before, and see how they work for you. And be open to new ideas and try new methods. So look around what other people who are doing well in their life or in business that you could sort of model and try what they're doing and see how it works for you, because experience is everything. So if you can learn from others' experiences, then it saves you a lot of trial and error. So don't get stuck in a box and allow your creativity this month to shine. Come up with something really unique and different, or find different ways of doing things, and it should burst you out of the bubble that you may have been stuck in with your career or money, and bring in this kind of abundance that you're looking for. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my friend Angali and her oracle deck that she's created. So the images will be appearing on screen, and this is a twin flame oracle called the Twin Flame Phenomenon. And just look at these cards, they have amazing artwork, and I really do think this deck is very different from a lot of what you see online. So if you are looking for a twin flame relationship soulmate reading type of oracle, then you must support this project. So this is a Kickstarter project that she has on the go right now, and if she can get the go ahead, if she can find the support, then this deck would be published, and then we can all get hold of it. So I have included a link below in the description if you are interested in that and want to support her, or just want to learn more and see more of this artwork and see if it's for you. Okay, so this time I've got a card from the Celestial Frequencies Oracle, and this is going to give us some spiritual guidance for the month. And let's see what we've got. So we have curiosity. Look at your situation from a higher perspective and don't conform or get stuck in a spiritual rut. Then your curiosity is going to be your guide, and you can very much find yourself accessing new information or practices, or trying them out this month, being very helpful for you and beneficial. So try and get out of anything that, if you feel things you're working on aren't really, or practices you're doing seem to kind of be stagnating, you're definitely encouraged to just be a bit more curious. I know sometimes we can feel that we're doing the right things daily and we like our routine, but I feel you could branch out a little bit. Curiosity implies that we need to try new things, and you might really find something that works amazingly for you if you do give these other things a go. So make sure your mind isn't limited around spiritual topics, metaphysical topics, practices. Make sure you're not being too strict in what you do, as I don't think that is helping your energy, and you need to sort of make sure you are open to going outside of your comfort zone a little bit and being open to other people's ideas and beliefs, instead of focusing too much on this is wrong and that's right. So I feel a lot of these cards today to do with our awareness, and this card is to do with the third eye as well, especially with the indigos and the purple colors here. And that's where that spiritual awareness comes to us. It's through our third eye. So I do have a video on my channel, if you haven't tried it, which is my Amethyst meditation, that can help clear your third eye. If you feel that something is blocked, you're not seeing things, then my Amethyst meditation can help cleanse the third eye and increase your awareness. Your crystal rune for the month. This can represent the world tree and the axis of the planet, partly as above and so below kind of energies, linking spirit to matter, heaven to earth. This is about time and how we need to stay on our course and to reach new goals. So trees can take time to grow and produce fruit. You can't force things to happen. So a lot of this is acceptance. So I feel this card is very much about accepting the kind of bigger order, the bigger pattern, the bigger picture in your life, and to some degree divine timing is at play here. So what you mustn't do though is give up while you're not seeing maybe things that you want to see happen in your life. You must stay on your course, keep working, keep looking after your things, keep putting the work in, and eventually things will happen for you. So keep planting those seeds and see where those things take you in the future. And before I get into your pick a card reading, let's look at the main messages of your reading, and let's also look at any signs that you need to look out for this month. So you're ready to level up and learn from and release your past, which was coming through here. And Ending old lessons and karmic cycles is really possible this month, and learning from our past and choosing a new path for ourselves. And I feel that this is the direction that you should go in and the potential that you have at this time. But you must change your ideas around things and look at things from a different perspective if possible. And also keep an eye out for opportunities or things you perhaps dismissed, because those things may open doors for you. And try new things, and this will help change and rewrite your destiny. If you keep doing what isn't working for you, then you're going to just keep getting more of the same. So change the narrative. And in terms of symbols in this reading, there is a lot of flowers. So here, all three of these cards, and the background here. So flowers can mean a few things. It could be about blossoming, your spiritual growth and fruition of that, but I feel here it very much relates to the energy of the lotus flower and for you, and that is the rising up, releasing the past, releasing things you've been through, challenges, and moving out of that towards the light. So I feel that's what that is in this reading for you. So look out for lotus flowers or flowers in general. They could be roses like here, peonies, poppies, things like that. But lotuses in particular, I think, and roses hold that kind of meaning. And the other symbol I see is the sun. So we have the sun here and here. And there's also other sort of orbs and light sources appearing in the other cards. But in terms of the sun, it's about illumination, shining your light and rising up towards a higher path. So if you want to learn more about any of the decks I've used today so far, I have included links below, and any affiliate links I have used will help support me in the channel, so thank you. So this part of the reading will give you an additional personal message and a crystal to support you through the month ahead. And I'm using my personal handmade crystal oracle here, and although I can't show you the illustrations yet, you will still get your guidance and crystal. So just take a moment now to tune in and allow your intuition to guide you to one of the cards that you see before you that contains the message and the crystal that you need at this time. Card 1, card 2, or card 3, and just take your time here, and once you've chosen the card that you feel most drawn to, you can jump to the video chapters in the bar below this video, or you can go to the description and click the timestamps. And if you need any longer, then I would advise you to pause this video now. So if you picked card 1, then your crystal is Amazonite. And your message for this month is to trust your healing wisdom. And I think this came up last month as well, so some of you will be seeing this message more than once. And it is all about you basically trusting your knowledge around metaphysical and spiritual things. And that could be crystals and crystal healing, but it does depend on you. You need to trust your spiritual and intuitive abilities. And even if people around you doubt you or question or don't really take you seriously, you must ignore that. So you're on the right path. This is usually a sign that, it is the right path for you, what you're interested in, what you're doing. And it's important and needed in the world at this time. So your spiritual and healing knowledge is needed, and you mustn't sort of stifle that. And to trust your feelings, if you are someone that is attracted to crystals and working with crystals, don't ignore what you feel about the energy, or if you come across information that someone is sharing online, or including me, that doesn't resonate with you. Your personal relationship with crystals is the most important thing. So see how you feel about things and go along with that. And the reason I recommend Amazonite for you this month is because it supports all phases of the healing process. That could be work you're doing with others or yourself. and it also balances energy. So it's a great stone for anyone interested in healing, crystal healing, and the healing arts. And also it helps you trust your healing abilities. And if you want an alternative, you could also work with lapis lazuli, Lemurian seed quartz, or Lemurian seed crystals, and smoky amazonite if you can find it as well, which has a bit more of a cleansing energy. So hopefully let me know in the comments which card you picked and whether this month's reading resonated with you. And you can find all my crystal books on Amazon and in other places in the links below this video. And remember to subscribe and hit bell notifications so you never miss a reading from me. Have a great month. Okay, so if you picked card 2, then your crystal is hematite. And your message for this month is to use practical knowledge. Okay, so you must back up any manifestation work you're doing or any goals or things that you're trying to achieve in your life, big or small, with real world action. So you must be taking consistent action, and it must be practical and grounded to back those things up. And even for some of you who are on a spiritual path, you must also make sure that the spiritual information you're coming across is grounded and practical and applies to everyday life, because that is going to really help you, and it's going to be much better than some stuff that might just be distracting you or actually making things worse in your life, because if it's too airy-fairy or ungrounded, that may not be helpful for you. So you need a solid foundation, or to build a solid foundation, and make sure that even some of you, what you're offering other people is grounded, and you explain to people how your knowledge or information or anything you're sharing that's more spiritual can be practical for them and applies to everyday life, because that's going to really help the world more than just something that's just theory or just a concept. Some of you might need to do a bit more research to find strategies and, tips and things from other people that can help you, particularly in the work environment. So look for things like that, because being more savvy, being more clever is going to really help you this month. And the properties of hematite are really helpful for you, because hematite is deeply grounding. So it helps anchor spirit into matter and helps you feel more in your body and more grounded in your kind of outlook. And it's also a great stone for practical thinking. And even though I can't show you the illustration on this card, I will tell you that it involves a snake. So the snake symbol specifically for you appeared twice in this reading, and this is very much a symbol about knowledge and using knowledge and being clever with your knowledge. It can also be a sign of healing and also a sign of transformation, but look out for that as well. And as a substitute or alternative to hematite, you could also try smoky quartz, red jasper, or tiger's iron. And let me know in the comments which card you picked and which parts of this reading resonated with you. And you can find all my crystal books on Amazon and other places in the links below this video. And also please remember to subscribe and select bell notifications so that you never miss a reading from me. Have a great month. Okay, so if you picked card 3, then your crystal is sodalite, and your message for this month is to follow divine inspiration. And this card comes up quite a lot, so you may have seen it before. That's obviously a message some of you really need to hear. But regardless of this, you might have had an idea already that you were kind of toying with, or you maybe even forgot, that I feel you need to put into action. You mustn't ignore or forget inspirational ideas that you've come across, because I think they contain some very powerful things that could influence and affect change in your life. And so sometimes we talk ourselves out of things, and you might be doing that. Sometimes we just don't try because we think, oh, maybe that won't work, maybe I'm wasting my time. But you're definitely being encouraged to pay attention to the inspirations, because they are coming from your higher self. They are messages from source, from your guides, angels, whatever you believe in, and they're telling you to pay attention to these things. So make sure that you are turning these ideas into actions. Write down any ideas that come to you, put them in a journal, write them on a post-it note, and get back to them as soon as you can. And try things out before dismissing them. Sometimes things can seem like impossible to us, or they think like, oh, well, that won't make a difference. But I feel that things will do, and you could even have a major breakthrough this month. There could be something that just suddenly hits you, and you'll kick yourself, why didn't I do this earlier? Those of you that already have ideas, I recommend you develop those ideas. So sometimes the problem is we're just getting an idea, but we're not sure how it would work. So do your research, look into developing that idea or concept, and see what you have available to you online to then put things into action. And the reason Sodalite is so helpful to you is because it pairs your intuition with logic. It's a stone of inspiration, and it also brings you mental clarity, because you must have a clear mind to actualize all these ideas and put them into action. And an alternative to this would be clear quartz, blue apatite, or if you have it, any type of meteorite stone, particularly the kind of iron-based ones. Something like that could be helpful too. And let me know in the comments which card you picked and which parts of this reading, if anything, really resonated with you. And you will find all my crystal books on Amazon and in other places in the links below this video. And remember to subscribe and hit bell notifications so that you never miss a reading from me. Have a great month.